Hello everyone and welcome back to the realm and the wonderful world of Crusader Kings 2. We are of course playing a Game of Thrones modification, and in case you don't know, my name is Burton. So come once again and join me at the centre of the world. Welcome to Qarth. I am playing as Mathos II. Now since the last time we spoke, word has reached me through an agent that shall be named only as Big-Footed Joseph that the Mother of Dragons is currently waging war against the Yunkai, and in particular their Yellow City. So let's have a look what's happening here. There she is there. Now it's very clear that Daenerys Targaryen cares not for the trade of slaves, and as we know, the Yunkai's main trade is in bed slaves. So it's said that a slave of the Yunkai is of such skill they learn the ways of not only the 7 sighs, but also the 16 seats of pleasure. So perhaps that's something worth keeping an eye on, and we'll also keep an eye on Daenerys Targaryen. So there she is there. Now as we're watching her and her exploits, maybe the great stepped pyramids will crumble. I mean, it can only benefit us in the long term. The wise masters after all are weak, but let us not underestimate the resolve of the Harpy. The dragon Drogon who is with her may think elsewise. Speaking of dragons, we've got a little bit of a problem. Over in Qarth itself, we have 2 dragons with us. The dragon Rhaegal and the dragon Viserion are both here. Suggestions from Elise Katrine and all attempts to imprison them have failed, and so for now we must suffer their presence. But don't fear. We'll continue to taint their meat, and as a result, they'll remain fairly inactive. Our work on the island city of Vahar continues, which as you can see is down here. As of yet, our Justicar has been unable to generate the claim we need in order to relieve them of the spice trade. But time will tell, and for now our weapon in this area will be patience. Back to Qarth. Word has come as well that Mathos will not end his plot. His plot, unfortunately, is to try and buy the loyalty of Alia. Alia who's done so well in claiming gold on behalf of ourselves. In fact, let us set her back to the task again. Now I cannot have a man such as this ignore my commands. So if we attempt to imprison him, we have a good chance of doing so. And though we have, oh yes, you can see right there, we do have evidence that he is the leader of the plot. No one else will object. My guards have failed to capture him, and now he's raised his flag in rebellion. To arms. Now how many people can he actually raise? That's a good question. So let's see. Quite a lot by the looks of things, but however, we have more. However, we do need to bring across some of our ships. Good thing for us, we have plenty of ships. We'll call in reinforcements, only a small amount. And this little rebellion should be over in no time. Now apparently we're in command of these troops, so we don't want that to happen. We'll give command to someone else, perhaps a son. The fever is gone and my nose is dry, the headache is long gone, and now I feel alive once again. So we are no longer ill. Excellent. Noble Pureborn, your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Your demand is just, my scheming was obviously misdirected. So, at least someone listens to reason. Currently this feels besieging his own land. Once again another. Ognos, you are forgiven for now. Our fleet has arrived. We cannot afford to wait. Mathos, you will not be going. Or should I say to myself, I will not be going. Rogan, you will go instead. Everyone, Board the boats, let us get down there as fast as we can. Once the boats get our troops on land, we'll then go back for our small amount of reinforcements should they be needed. We have Xandro. Xandro is going to be leading the way. He is the master of the port of Qarth. So, Xandro, let's have a look at you. Good marshal, brilliant commander, and you're strong. I expect this to be quick, and I expect it to be decisive. Don't let us down. So the battle has begun. We'll send our fleet back over to our capital. Let's have a quick look at what we've got. So it looks like the rebels are mainly heavy infantry. They're lacking archers, they have some light infantry, however, it looks like we outnumber them. As you can see, as we've got an amphibious landing, we are getting a slight modifier. Lord Nathahos is no longer present in the realm, so there is no further point to my spying. Well, I guess it's time to turn my attention elsewhere. Although who is leading his army then? So I was separated from my men in the chaos of battle, and now I find myself in the midst of war. As you scan the field and try to rejoin your forces, you see the Lord Nathos break through the enemy ranks and charge at you. Firstly, why am I still there? Let us have a look at the man. He's a poor fighter, competent with good martial. I am a poor fighter. I do my fighting with my words, so I need to get out of here. Let's run. So I flee from battle so I can fight again. Excellent. So Modelo was captured in battle and is now my prisoner. I like that. Let's get rid of our people there. We will besiege the city, we will bring down our fleet. No point spending money there where we don't need to. The war score is very high right now. What could we actually get for Modelo? Is he a prisoner worth anything? Well, apparently no one wants you, Modelo. And judging by your abilities, I am not surprised. So while we besiege this, the kings of Westeros, or should I say the king of Westeros, sits on his throne. Stannis Baratheon appears to have taken it from Joffrey. So there he sits. He still is in some slight bother. Tywin of the Westerlands, he's got a blood feud. King Robb also wants independence in the north. And do not forget, there's also the matter of Iron King Theon Greyjoy. Looks like his father was slain by Lord Rickard of Carhold. So things in the west have also changed. But it doesn't concern us too much for now. All that concerns us is putting down this rebellion, if you can call it that, and then continuing with our quest. So there we go. We managed to claim something else there. These 152 men, I do not know what they're doing in Jade Gate. Not a lot by the looks of it. Let's just speed things up here. So very recently we were in this area here, taking some slaves. And so after this, oh, a great new house has risen in the forefront of the Tourmaline Brotherhood. Ah. So he's the merchant prince right now. Well, perhaps we should keep an eye on this man as well. Zathos Sor. Half Barros has become extinct. Oh, that means nothing to us for now, but maybe in the future. Speaking of the future, after we put down this rebellion, we've previously been here to take some slaves. Perhaps we should look to the future again and see if there's another opportunity to gain some slaves for ourselves whilst or the slave masters over here lose slaves to the Dragon Queen. An opportunity has arisen in Bayasabad, and in particular in this place, Sand Road. But we'll come back to that in a moment. Let us end this. Where is Mathas? Mathas is in the Jade Gate, so he is actually with his men, all 152 of them. Can we spare some? I believe we can. Let's send these 223 heroes. Xandro, you can go. Well, looks like there's been a little bit of a suggestion by the Merchant Prince that someone should marry. It's been rejected. The Battle of Jade Gate commences. I doubt it's even going to be close. There we go, we've got victory there. Yes, they are totally beaten, they were given to us. So the revolt has ended. And the man himself, he's in prison too. Doesn't appear as if they can do much with him. We'll hold him for now. So let us disband our army. And we'll go back to what we were talking to a moment ago. So, Bayashabad. And in particular, it's known as having a city of serpents. That's going to be our next target. It is said that they have warrior maids that wear iron rings on their nipples and rubies on their cheeks. And I'm sure that once we take a few of them as slaves, we can offload them to some idiot fool who would mistake them for bed slaves, much to his peril. So let us go again and see what we can do here. Will it be on Sand Road itself? Can we declare war? Unfortunately we can't. Let's see. It appears as if we cannot do it for now. That's a shame. Perhaps now we can. Now we've returned. I must have a valid casus belli to declare war. Well, taking slaves is valid in my eyes, but apparently not in the eyes of others. So we're going to have to ignore that for now. We cannot go back to Asabaya just yet. So we're going to sit and wait. We're going to watch what this Dragon Queen is doing in Yunkai. The battle continues. I don't think it'll be long now before she'll be able to take this city. Wise Master Yurikaz of the Yunkai is in a spot of bother, should we say. Now it looks like we're getting quite a lot of schemes going on in our particular area, so I believe it's time to deal with them. Currently we have a lot of plots, a lot of which aren't going to really concern us, but let's have a look just in case. Kilognus. So it looks like the Tourmaline Brotherhoods are infighting. See Lord Mythos of Portias dead. Well, let's just see if we can end that for now, because she is not much better. End your plots, woman. I'll be the one who does the arranging of murders here. You will all end your plots. That will do for now. So back we go. Let us get our Chief General. Still not very happy with ourselves, but that'll have to do for now. He is my brother. Here we go. So they've seen the error of their ways. Excellent. Okay, so that should take us right down there. Let's have a look at our threats. Now, even though we've just stopped him from being killed, his threat is at 23%. Pride P is also there. Chief of the Warlocks. Don't make me laugh. Now, the man himself is weak. He won't live much longer, although he does have Egon of Qarth with him. So wise Master Yurkaz of Yunkai has accepted Daenerys Stormborn's peace offer. This one's becoming a bit too powerful. Shall we see what happens if we try and imprison a dragon? Is there such a thing to do? Oh, it looks like there is. Let us see. So we have a good chance of success. And apparently the dragon is still free. He's been released from our dungeon, although I'm pretty sure he wasn't prisoner. Not a lot that we can do in regards to that. And the Khaleesi is at it again. She's declared her war. It's the War of Liberation of Marine this time. Well, she is a busy little girl. I doubt Yunkai will be able to stay out of that. So the days are becoming colder, yields from our crops smaller. We should prepare as winter is apparently coming. Well, we're close enough to a desert, so I don't think the winter's bite will be that bad with ourselves. Some inheritance is passed down here, as a lord has passed away. Barristan the Bold is now her Justicar. Interesting. Who else does the woman have at her court? She's got Jorah the Slaver there. Strong Boas. The former slave. Well, bed slave. She hasn't been able to mount the dragon just yet, so that's good. Although he is flying free, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. Speaking of which, can we get ourselves some more slaves yet? Yes we can. We'll go ahead and do this now. Declare war. Slave raid on Sands Road. And what we'll do is the same we did last time. We'll mobilise our fleet. We'll get everyone to the capital as quickly as we can. They have no men to raise. What a shame. Over to the Jade Gate. I know it's a little bit overkill sending 63 ships to pick up less than 600 people, but that's just how I roll. Oh, looks like they've got some assistance here by their fleet. Some 15 galleys making their way over to us. We'll see how long that takes. So 192 of their warrior maids are heading back to their capital. Get on board the boats. You can say one thing about our armies, they are very slow in walking. But we'll have to let them off, seeing as most of this is wasteland to the north. Okay, we've dropped off the last of the army now. Let us disband the navy. They don't want to pay for their upkeep. Are you even moving? No, you're not. Now you can move. We'll put them together once again. And this should be a fairly quick war, I'd imagine. Daenerys Stormborn has imprisoned Osnak Zopal. Looks like the woman's won again. Noble Pureborn, for some time now I've been an employer of Lord Metheos, but now I seek a better station. Okay, let's have a look at you. You are not worthy. Quickly to Sands Road, I do not have the time to spare. News from the Spices. Belishil Hasawayan has been elected the new prince. Really? We shall monitor you. Where is Zaphos? So, he's the merchant prince, and he's the prince of spices. We must monitor these groups, for if they grow to a specific strength, we must cull them. Speaking of culling, let's get over here. Whilst we're wandering, what's the Mother of Dragons doing? She's still at war with Marine. She's been capturing a lot of people. That cannot go on too much longer. Ah! So their army... Oh, we have bad news and we have good news. An army is at our borders, but we've collected some money. Their army doesn't appear to be moving though, they're in Caravana. Do they think we're going back to Caravana? Idiot people. Well, let us storm the city. We'll have this over as quick as we can. Get our reinforcements up there. Are they actually besieging the place? And just as we say that, Hisdar of Marine has accepted Daenerys Stormborn's peace offer. And on that note, we're going to end this episode here. Once again, thanks for all the support and the thumbs up. Keep them coming and I'll keep the episodes coming. Cheers.